First and foremost, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh Basham Yoshai, Basham Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Green Stone, and salutations to all the brothers that's pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. I'm the brother Yahya from the James Kingston, Jamaica camp, here with a quick lesson. And this one is just sound advice, really. Understand? Because you have moments when you get a when you just get a precept, when you do a word on it, you basically do a lesson on that precept. You bring out a couple points on the precept and you shoot up a video and that's it. You understand? But research is a part of giving due diligence. You understand? You have to research your work. You understand? So that you make it sound. Because scripture in as me have it here, so it's a Ecclesiastes 33 verse 4. It says, prepare what to say, and so thou shalt be heard. So you have to prepare your work. You have to actually make your lessons firm, fortified. You see, that's why you prepare it. You see, and then you shall be heard. And it says, bind up instruction and then make answer. You understand? So when you bind up your work, you put it in order. You understand? Then you go forth and give answer. You understand? You have members a part of the body who basically speaking on matters that they are not fully sure about. Scripture tells say if you don't understand something, lay your hand upon your mouth, man. You don't really speak about it. But how you're gonna get knowledge about it? You're gonna research it. You're gonna go into it. And see, for instance, at the matters of international affairs, you're speaking about international affairs and the course of the world and where it's heading to and the destruction of America. But you really don't know much about international affairs. It's something that you have to look into. Understand? If you don't look into it, you're basically you're going to cause error. See? So this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 7. It says, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. See, there is truth in all aspects of life. You have to examine it. See, there's a matter between Russia, America. You have to examine what is really occurring there. See, so you see the true narrative of the story. And that is how you extrapolate the truth. See, what is really happening here. Then you confer it with the scriptures and you basically align and balance it. Then you put the word forth, see, to make full proof of your ministry. Right? So you say understand first and then rebuke. See? So you have to understand, truly understand, then rebuke. Say answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. So you're not supposed to give out information on matters before you have heard the cause. You have men putting out accusations out there, Zine, and they don't really know about the matter. Zine, you have to actually basically hear the cause first, examine it before you can truly give a judgment. When Solomon was giving the judgment between the two women about the child, Zine, about which parent the child belonged to, Solomon had to hear them out. He had to basically judge the matter wisely and understand first, and then he can basically issue out the true judgment. Zine, but he actually used a manner of discernment to understand which one of them was the true parent. That is a man of true wisdom. You see me? So this is book of Proverbs. You see me? Proverbs chapter 10, verse 14. And it says, wise men lay up knowledge. Zine, so if you're wise, you'd lay up knowledge. You'd actually go forward, do your research. Zine, as I'm saying, nothing is wrong with basically reading a scripture, Zine, and just building on it. You understand? You bring out that one scripture, that's the point. Zine, but if you're gonna go further and beyond, Zine, and go into things, you're gonna basically go into things that you truly don't know. Zine, as the scripture, when you go down in this, in verse 19, say, in the multitude of words, there want it not sin. So basically, in the multitude of words, there exists sin. Right? So when you're speaking many things that you're not really certain about, then you're going to cause an error. Then, but he that reframeth his lips is wise. So when you're speaking on matters, you have to truly understand what you're talking about. That's why I go back to and say, wise men lay up knowledge, but the mouth of the foolish is near destruction. Understand? And this is just sound advice. Then speak on a matter as according to your knowledge. Then, if you're not really knowledgeable about a matter, you can do one of two things. Don't speak on it. Then, and number two, go and know about it. Then go and research it, examine it, and lay up knowledge about the situation. Then make your voice be heard. Then prepare what you need to do, and then put forth your lessons. Understand? And this is just sound advice. Everyone should know this. But sometimes people speak. Then you can see it on the video, men speaking about matters that they are just basically just have a tinkling of a knowledge about. You have to actually know a situation to fully expound on it, so that they can give full understanding. Right? And with that, I just want to say Kalalal, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, Bashem Rakar Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Graham the Stone. Salutations to all the brothers that's pushing this work in our sincerity and truth. Shalom.